You know you can control this one, this and this one from your phone without writing a single line of code. I'm not kidding. Once everything wired up, connected to Wi-Fi and the effect starts running. It hardly takes 10 minutes to set everything up and get hands-on everything. It is called WLED. Here is what you need. Any WS2812B addressable LED. It can be a strip, ring, or a metric, an ESP32, a breadboard, a 5-volt supply, and few connecting wires. Additionally, you can have a 330 ohm resistor on your LED data line. Wiring is very simple. Connect your LED data line into GPIO21 as shown. If required, use a 330 ohm resistor in series. One thing lot of people skip is, if you are dealing with a handful of LEDs, power the LED strip separately using a separate 5-volt power supply. Do not rely on the 5-volt or 3.3 available on ESP32 board. Your board will thank you later. If you are powering your ESP32 and LED using separate power supplies, connect their grounds together. Now is the part we normally open up the Arduino IDE and start coding. Here we are not doing that. Open up your Chrome browser and go to install.wled.me website. Plug in your ESP32 board now, then click on install. Pick your board from the list, then install. In a minute, WLED is in your device. No IDE, no driver, no code. The web page did everything for you. Once flashed, the ESP board casts its own Wi-Fi network. You can see WLED AP on your Wi-Fi list. Connect to it and a setup page will open up on your phone. You can do two things here. Either you can connect your ESP32 to your home network, or you can skip that part and you can always rely on the WLED AP network which is created by the ESP32. For time being, I am not setting it up to my home network and relying on the WLED AP. Now click on to the controls, go to config, then click on LED and hardware. Now you reached on the LED setup page. Scroll down and go to LED output section. Now you need to enter the LED data GPIO. Click on that, a drop down list will appear and select your GPIO, which is 21 for us now. Then you have the LED length. Type the number of LEDs there. This is the LED length that you have in your LED strip or LED matrix or LED ring. For time being, I am using a 16 LED ring. So click on that. So after that, you can press save. Now click on back, then to the controls. So now you are on the LED control page. You can select the LED color from this color wheel and your LEDs will accordingly adjust to the set color. Now go to the effects tab. There you can see lot of pre-built effects available. You can try each effect. Accordingly, the LED will glow as per that or blink as per that. You can make your own LED settings or LED effects here and LED colors that you want. So once you are happy, you can save it. For that, go to the presets and there you can click on the press button. Then you can give a name and press save. So before that, if you want to apply this effect when next time you are powering on the board, then click on this tick mark on apply at boot, then press save. So one preset is saved. So like that you can save multiple presets. So once you saved multiple presets, you can have a playlist and based on playlist, you can have multiple presets applying one after the other. If you have a long strip, you can split it into multiple segments and run the effects on each section differently. This is how a lot of ambient lightings are set up, lot of DIY projects are running, lot of people run their entire home using WLED. WLED is very powerful than you think. You can go deeper into it. WLED supports MQTT, Home Assistant integration and many more. Connecting to Home Assistant, then connecting to Home Network and many other features of WLED are coming in the next part of the video. If you find this useful, please subscribe.